Continuing in my series of videos going into the details of the new EP, the new Yosl and the Yingels EP, Zikhroynes, I'm now at my second video for the second song off the EP, which is called Blimele, Little Flower. And I wanted to make sure I had at least one waltz on the EP. And of course, when we're thinking of Yiddish waltzes, usually the main one that comes to mind is Balalaika, definitely the best known Yiddish waltz. Musically, I ended up taking a lot from Balalaika. It's got a sweet melody, if you can say that about your own song, a couple of arpeggios in the melody, a harmony that stays consistent in both sections. That means the chords don't change from the verse to the chorus. And lyrically, I also took the concept of the conversation song, which is actually pretty common in Yiddish music, classic Yiddish music. But this is probably where the parallels between Balalaika and Blimele stop. Because in Blimele, the conversation is between a flower, specifically a rose, a Blimele, a roizele, and a tzig, a goat. Now, there's a concept in Yiddish art of the goat as the stand-in for the Jewish people. It's clever, hardy, modest, a small animal. You see it in Chagall paintings. He did a series of paintings about goats. The Yiddish Book Center uses it as their icon. However, I was thinking of the song Roizenkiz mit Mandlin, Raisins and Almonds, which is a well-known Yiddish lullaby, and I used to actually sing it to my son when he was a baby. And in that song, a widow is predicting the future success of her child, who's accompanied by a white goat, and is actually maybe sometimes the white goat. So with this in mind, I wanted to create my own goat in Blimele. Now, a topic that I think will be familiar to all songwriters is the struggle that you go through when you're writing a song. And so that became the metaphor for the song, with the Jew goat being me and the little rose being the search for beauty or a story that I was looking for. So in the first verse, I described the hungry goat, a hingrige Zieg, looking for something tasty to eat. And he finds a little rose as beautiful as the sun, shine wie de zin. Now, the usual expression in Yiddish is actually shine wie de levone, which is another Yiddish. It was like a Yiddish swing tune, famously sang by the Berry sisters, though I changed it to the sun. The choruses are the goat asking the rose to entertain him with a story, something with a magical rose, a fakisheften reusel, and a hungry goat, a hingrige Zieg. In the second verse, I guess the goat starts to go through the 7 stages of grief, and he tries to bargain with the little rose. He says, Ich will nur griechen auf deine Blättlach, und ich will sein zufrieden. I'll only nibble off your leaves and be satisfied if you'll tell me a story. And then we go back to the chorus, where the goat is once again describing the story that he wants, which is, of course, reflective of the situation. Now, for the format of the lyrics of the song, I was actually thinking of not a Yiddish song, but an old M. Ward song, probably old. What is old? Came out about 15 years ago or so, called Chinese Translation. And something I really love about this song is that it's a circular story. So in the song, a young man searches for a wise man to give him the answers to life. And the wise man responds by singing him a song, which is the verse that got you there in the first place. And so in this way, the song becomes a circle. If you don't know the song, I recommend giving it a listen. So I wanted to do something like this, similar to this, and you feel it the most in the third verse, when the rose finally speaks. He agrees to entertain the goat, and in so doing it, he describes what's happening. In the Wald steigt der Ziegel, was fragt der Scheil, was Gott sei sich. So that means in a forest, a little goat stands and asks a question that goes something like this. And now when we get to the chorus, it's this like weird meta circular thing of the rose saying what the goat would say in his story to the rose that he's telling to entertain the goat. So anyways, needless to say, I had a lot of fun writing this song. And actually the next song that not the next song, the next video I'm going to put out will be another conversation song. Thanks for listening.